You've tuned into Between You, Me, and the Speculum with Dr. Ju. On this special episode, Dr. Ju is inducted as the new president of the Georgia State Medical Association. Let's listen to her empowering acceptance speech. Emotionally candid, spirit-filled, and uplifting, let's watch as newly elected president, Dr. Ju delivers.
So I would ask that all of you would raise your right hand and say your name after I say. I do hereby swear to uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Georgia State Medical Association, to lead with clarity, vision, and purpose. So help me God. You are duly installed. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the Georgia State Medical Association, Dr. Julianne Adams.
During her term of terror without the appropriate tools. So, Madam, here's your weapon.
Thank you.
What happened that night? You said things were fine. What changed? What are you avoiding? Men, talk about it. Why can't we?
Hi, I'm Dr. Julianne Adams Birt. 43% of women experience a sexual problem, yet they don't want to talk about it. We can help you feel the way you used to. So talk to us. Visit RadiantWomen'sHealth.com today.
There's so much that I have thought about over the last few weeks. Tonight was made possible because of that woman. And that woman has also served as a mentor to me. Dr. Sharon Harley, Dr. Dominique Smith, who is here tonight, so many of my family and friends, my line sisters. One we've been hanging for the last few weeks, went to London and Paris. She came back for an event last weekend, y'all get a hint. And then she came back tonight to support me. I just want, before we close, I was thinking as I was coming down, my husband asked me a few days ago, have you written a speech? And I had. I started playing with some things. But as I came down tonight, this is what God laid on my heart to share. It was January 26, 2017. For those who know me well, that's my birthday. And it was on that day, my husband and I were planning to go out to dinner. And I had not one, not two, not three, but 4 women in labor. And I kept calling him like every 2 hours and I said, okay, did you make the reservations? Okay, well, we're not gonna be able to go there. Maybe we could go to Outback. Okay, no, I think the third one is gonna deliver by this time. Can we just go to Applebee's? Okay, maybe IHOP. Because as the night progressed, everybody was closed. And then I had to take my last patient out to for a cesarean delivery. Nothing was wrong with her, but she had kind of stopped in her labor process and we had to finally make the decision to deliver her. And I remember when I came out of the OR, it's now January 27th. And I just lay back in the chair and the unit secretary was like, oh my gosh, Dr. Birt, you look so tired. And I said, I am exhausted. I can't do another thing.
Having a miscarriage, so when I met Dr. Birt, she was very caring. After that, I successfully had another baby. I suffer with postpartum depression, and Dr. Birt helped me realize it's part of the hormone changes in our female body. If you're looking for a doctor who's compassionate and invested in you and your baby's health, come visit Dr. Birt.
Visit Radiant Women's Health in Conyers, helping you shine from the inside out.
And in that moment, the door swing open, and this woman is coming, barreling through, her husband and 2 kids. And I looked up and I was like, okay, well, she's not my patient. I done delivered all my patients tonight, but she's not mine. And they put her on the monitor, and I watched the baby's heart rate just go down. And I just said, did y'all call her doctor? And the secretary said, we're trying. She's not answering. Went down again. And each time it went down, it stayed down a little longer. I said, open up the OR, let's go. And I remember the unit secretary looking at me and said, but Dr. Birt, you just said you're tired. I said, you think I'm gonna watch this? I can't watch this. I'm here, let's go. So I'm gonna speed up the story. Bear with me. My birthday was a Thursday, now it's a Friday. And on Sunday, because I was a solo practitioner back then, I was at the Walmart in Conyers, and the nurse supervisor saw me in the back of the Walmart. I probably had just finished rounding at Piedmont Rockville. And she comes to me and she says, oh my God, Dr. Birt, I heard what you did. And I said, but the baby died. And I'm gonna try not to cry even here. And she said, yes, Dr. Birt, but the mother didn't. And I wanna challenge each and every one of my colleagues here. We may not be able to reach them all. We may not be able to save them all. But if we have each other's back, and if we do what we know we need to do, right? With Dr. H.R. Butler, who was a past president of the Atlanta Medical Association, came and was the past president of the Georgia State Medical Association, which founded the National Medical Association. If we do what they did, 1890, 1893, 1895, then we can do it, y'all. We have to band together. We have to support not just one another, our communities. When we have programs like this, again, thank you so much for your attendance tonight. It speaks volumes. I just see a brighter future. So thank you for allowing me to lead. I must say his name even though he is absent tonight, Dr. Booker T. Poe, who called me about 9 or 10 years ago and said, I want to nominate you to the board. And he said, and one day, you may just be president. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. The conversation continues at Dr. Ju Delivers on Instagram and Facebook. Head on over, follow, and get more insights, highlights, and tips about today's episode. Remember, Wednesdays are for pushing wellness for women worldwide. The content shared on Between You, Me, and the Speculum with Dr. Ju is for informational purposes only. While Dr. Ju is a licensed physician, the information provided should not be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your primary care physician or healthcare provider before making any changes to your health or wellness routine. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and do not represent the views of any medical institution or organization.